Nature Boys channel. For those of you that are new to this channel, my name is William, and today I'm doing a care guide on my boa constrictors in general, specifically the BCI boa constrictor from Central and South America. So this is a albino het anaphoristic boa constrictor BCI, and he is absolutely gorgeous. His name is Odysseus. You've seen him a lot on the channel before. And he is definitely in food mode. But I'm just going to pull him out and let him know that it's not feeding time. And like big snakes, especially over 6 feet, you always want to have a second person in the room. He's not over 6 feet, but he's still a big snake. And it's a lot to handle if you are alone, especially at my size. Boa constrictors, they like a humid climate, so I mist him every couple days with water. So I'm going to hand over this beautiful snake, and I'm going to spot clean it and also mist down his enclosure because it has been so hot down here in South Florida that everything's evaporating. So we have to keep a really close eye on their water bowls especially, and we also have to mist, even the ball pythons, we have to mist them. So I'm just going to hand him over. As you can see, he's a very beautiful snake. You guys think you can hold this for me? Thank you. Alright, I'm going to clean up his enclosure and make sure everything's looking nice. Right here is not the dissolving, scrubbing bubbles. It's vinegar, because vinegar is actually a very good cleaner, and it's all made out of natural ingredients. And then right now I'm just going to spot clean first. And then I'm going to clean the glass and clean the inside of his cage as well. Although this might be disgusting, it's part of owning reptiles, and you need to do this so that way your animal is healthy. And obviously I clean my hands after this. Just try to get it done so that way it's out of the way and it looks nice. And you can also have a clean enclosure. So all the shed and urates, stuff like that, you always want to get all of that stuff out. So that way there isn't anything growing in his cage and he could possibly get a respiratory infection from like mold if it grows in there. So you don't want that to happen. So he's pooped on the driftwood, so we're going to take that out and clean it as well. And we're just going to do a complete scrub down of this enclosure because it looks like he had a couple accidents. So I'm just going to take this out gently so that way I don't break the glass. So I find it easiest to do it with a dustpan or something something that's very similar to a dustpan. You can also use like the cat litter scraper things. I don't know what they're called, but those work good too. Don't you just love the smell of vinegar? I don't even know how to explain the smell. It's like vinegar. We don't like using Windex because it has chemicals in it. Vinegar doesn't. And that's why we use vinegar, because it's all natural. Sometimes you just got to get in and make sure you got every spot. If you're interested in getting this cage, it is a 4x2x2, and ZooMed donated it to the auction for US Ark at Iguanaland for Turtle Fest. If you go to zoomed.com, you can find this exact same cage, reptile habitats. But you can go onto zoomed.com for any reptile enclosures or reptile supplies. So like heat lights and heat emitters and heat tape. You can get decor like branches and hides, stuff like that. But you can get almost any enclosure for any animal, for any reptile, I should say. Alright, I think it's time to start adding the substrate. And we got cocoa chunks, and we usually always do cocoa chunks, so that way humidity is able to be held in, because cocoa chunks are a very good holder of humidity. So South and Central America is a very humid climate because it is rainforest. That's where the boa constrictors are from, and so we need to replicate what their natural habitats are so that way they're happy and healthy. And that's the Florida rain for you. It goes on and on all day. So after cleaning off all the driftwood that we had for him, we're gonna stick it back into his enclosure. And it's good to change it up a little bit for enrichment. Get different pieces in there so that way he has new smells and allows him to explore a little bit more than if you just had the same pieces of stuff in there. We're gonna get the water bowl in and clean the glass first. We gotta clean the glass. I forgot about those. We need those so that way keeps them in there. Can't lose these ones. Gotta be really, really careful with these glass because this glass because it's very thin, and we gotta make sure that the glass is dry because it'll leave marks, like smear marks on it if it isn't dry all the way. What I like doing to dry it off is just little circles to. So this is the tricky part because I gotta line it up in the bottom and in the bottom here, so that way I can slide in the other piece. But I gotta go in from the top first. Lift up a little bit and slide it over. Now I gotta clean that other piece and do the same thing. So I'm gonna put Odysseus back in. We're gonna go sanitize his water bowl, and then we'll put that in a couple minutes, but it won't be long because he needs water. And what I like to do is I don't like shoving them in there or touching their tail to make them go in faster. I like to just let them go in at their own pace. And of course, as I say that, he's stopped. Oh. Gotta make sure that this cage is locked. And thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm just reminding you to get out and stay out.